Yo, what's good, guys? I hope you're all doing good and great. In today's video is gonna be like a masterclass about like the product research. So basically, most of you or all of you right now is like I don't know who's watching this video, but all had this idea. You either has been getting from Discord groups, gurus, coaches, YouTube videos that's saying this. A winner product is the products that you will get after testing because they all sell this idea. You're gonna test a lot until you find your first winner. So either you're gonna be getting it like a winner products, you're only gonna get it after testing 10 products. What was before 10 products? And right now you're gonna need to test like 100 products, and you're gonna find a winner that's gonna give you some 3 hours, then like some 20% profit margin. Then you're gonna be starting to scaling it to 1K, 2K, 3K, and even past that. Then you're gonna need to test more products until you get more winners, so you can scale to your general stores to like 100K a month plus. Or some people even doesn't say general store, they're saying like a branded stores. You're focusing on products, you find it, copying it, look what's working for the others, copying it, look what's creatives working for others, copying it, implementing it to your products, start scaling it, making some money with it, then you're good to go. Then you find like basically what you said, what is called like your winner products. What the fuck? Why are you looking too bright right now? Oh, sorry. So if this strategy is actually able to scale you to like 1K or 10K a day, like even above, why I'm calling it here is like for me this whole strategy is like false and wrong. Why? This is like what's the main question. How can this strategy be wrong if can allow you to scale to 100K a month or even like above that, let's say like, or even above. And the thing is, this strategy, either the one that you just copy in or keep testing a lot of products, or like just focusing on one product and testing different creatives that's either ripping the contents or looking what other creatives working to other brands and implementing it in your products. I calling it like a strategy that's only gonna allow you to be a hardworking VA, not a real marketer, not a real person that understand e-com and understand how selling or like just what is actually a winning products. So now let me break to you like why that strategy is bad. Because basically you are copying others people's winner, which means you don't even know why the product is a winner, which desires is fulfilled, why the product page work, why the offer work, why their ads work, and how they make the products fit in the market. So all you do is you copy them, it's work for you, you start seeing some result, then you either look into where is gonna be your next winners, or you're focusing on this product that you're starting to scale now, and instead of understanding literally what's making it a winners and how you can just right now separate yourself from your competitors and start scaling it, all you do is look into which new types of ads he's gonna be running, copying them, either literally copying them, changing the music or some things like as we have been doing in the past, or basically sending like new UGC content creators of yours and making similar scripts to hit. So you just copying. Second things, you are at the mercy of luck. If you are copying somebody's products, that's already thousands, like even 10 of thousands of other people's like copying it as you, mean for it to work for you is you getting lucky. And that's what's the strategy of people telling you, go look to a TikTok shop, look at its products, making it work for you, boom, 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 scaling it, copying creatives, boom, 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 until you start making money. That strategy can make you money, can make you profitable, but it's not gonna give you like a real business. Third part of why this strategy is only turning into a hard worker, because this is basically when you turn off your brain and just keep doing same things over and over and over. What I mean about same thing is not like just either copying the products, even if you just copying the creatives, even if you just like you get our products, you find the winner products, okay, like it doesn't matter like the supplements, the products are solving an issue or something, and if instead understanding what's making these products a winners and how can I scale it way harder than my competitor, just like to be dependent from the market. All you're doing is look into his offer, copying it. Look into other brands' offer, copying it. Look into other brands' design, copying it. Look into other brands' copywriting, copying it. Look into their UGC scripts, copying it. Look into their type of image, stylistic image, copying it. So all you do is copy. It's not like copy the design shit. Copying literally what's working for them and trying to make it work for you. It can sometimes work for you, depends on also the competition, depends also on your luck. But even if you do good numbers, it's again, for how long? Are you here to stay on the business, making a lot of money? But it depends on what the market's actually happening on. You're always gonna be like literally need to see what the market's doing, but you're not gonna be dependent on you copying other people's. You're gonna be dependent on your own things, your own strategies, your own scripts, your own way to create the best things with that product for your audience, like your avatars. So with the strategy, with this strategy is either copy, test first products, work, test new products, just focusing on one product and copying what's working for others and trying to make it work for this products. In this scenario is gonna be in this strategies, it's gonna be like two scenarios. Basically it's gonna be three, but like the main two scenarios that we always see happen. First, you get lucky, you find your winners, you scale it, make it some profit, start testing more products, or even just focus on that products until the competition get tougher. Then you either hit a plateau or your products die. You either hit a plateau and can scale above that, so you're getting stuck to some 10Ks a day. You don't know how to do further because all you has been doing is just copying other people's work and implementing it in your brand. So you don't know how you can get your brand to scale up of 10Ks a day. Or the competition gets hard. Right now your product is dying. You don't know how this product is even dying. Is it because the competition? Is it because your skills? You don't know what's going on. So you get yourselves out of the business. So two case scenarios. Either you out of the business, either you hit a tableau. Two case on the first scenario. Second one is basically from the beginners you get unlucky. You go, you test your products, doesn't work. Next products doesn't work. Third products doesn't work until you burn all the money trying to test them. Then you're gonna say, "Oh, this ecom game is false." You're gonna get like to the mind that I don't think people's actually making money through ecom. It's basically impossible for them. This is BS. I tried everything. It's not working for me. I tried like their strategies. I tried the secret things. I tried this design. I tried this person offer. I tried this type of add like color buttons. Like I tried like all of these kind of things and it's not working for me. So this ecom game is BS. It's impossible. I don't know how people's making money, or if people's making money, that's because they have some secret that's I don't know. So in both scenarios, one, you can get like a little bit lucky if you start scaling to 10Ks a days and you're not gonna get fucked. But is that like what you want to get? Is 10Ks a days when you're gonna see people scaling like crazy amounts of money, 100K a day, 300K a days, 500K a days. Some people's even doing $1 million a day. And for how long? Because like at some points, also the market's gonna be tougher for you because you don't have the skills. Then you're gonna get out of the business at some point. Then you're gonna find yourselves like our fucking friends Hezbollah in this situation. You're gonna be like, oh shit, why the fuck I'm looking bright, bro? Like something's is going with life. But you're gonna just find yourselves, oh shit, I don't have any skills. I thought I have some things. I thought like me making things that days on the good scenarios, I was like the top of the game, but you wasn't, like so it's BS. Or as I said in the first scenario, you're basically out of the business and getting out of this thing. So a simple way to look to this strategies is basically you are gambling. You're basically gambling. You're going to gambling in a casino or a roulette, On the first one, when you just keep testing until something works and you're looking to be lucky, it's basically as somebody, we give him like some $10,000, and we told him, go bet. And he goes to the casino to drill it. He chooses the number 8, doesn't came. Then he chooses number 11, doesn't came. Then he chooses black, then it turns red. Then he chooses like 0 and it turns to another number. Then he chooses from 1 to 12. Then he chooses like another number until he loses his 10,000 and say, oh, this casino thing is not working at all. Or he came, he tested, he get lucky, he found numbers 8, boom, it turned it like multiplied by 32, how much like he make, how much he bet, he have some money, he test again, he lose some things, he bet again, he make money, until the casino decides, oh, fuck this guy, they're gonna be like, they do their own things and not getting the number that you want, You're gonna be losing, and that's the case. What I mean, when you hit in your 10K days plateau, then you're not able to scale further. When you're not able to scale further, you're not gonna be able to maintain the 10K days because there is nothing as maintaining. There is only growing or getting down. We all know that. You're gonna start to trying to focus the think of the days. You're gonna see the cost of advertising getting higher, whatever. Like you're gonna get to some period like Q4, then shipping also gonna get higher. The competition gonna get higher in their niche. CPA gonna get higher also. You're not as profitable as anymore. You're making 10K, and right now it's like you're only making like some 10% profit margin. So you're gonna get fucked. And you're gonna say, oh, this product's probably died. I'm gonna need to move on to the next product. Then repeat the things, and you also depends on the life. So in all of these scenarios or all of this, that's what I hate these things. You're gonna get fucked. Then there is like the other strategies is you go to YouTube and search top 10 products that your favorite guru is gonna tell you to sell right now. Then you're gonna give you some explanation. Oh, this product is gonna work because of this and this and this and this. But that's also not gonna work because like even your favorite guru doesn't know why is that product working. You know, just decide, oh, it's always solving the problems, always this and this, and you move on. You know, so all of the strategies you should not be doing them. You know, you can. You know, like most of them, if you like, this is what I'm gonna show you how you can add a new things to it, so you can actually having a product and not be dependent on the mercy of the market or dependent of the mercy of from time to time find luckily a winner. So I'm going to show you how you can always find winners and how you can always create the best offer, the best landing page, the best product page, the best VSLs, the best UGCs to actually scale them. Depends. All of this, not because I have a magic trick, not because I have a secret, just because we understand the fundamentals. So, as I said, this both now you're going to get your flagged and you're not engaged. So, the last thing that you want to get is getting fact, right? So if I'm saying testing products doesn't work, spam testing does not work, look into YouTube favorite gurus doesn't work, TikTok shops doesn't work, am I telling you go create your products? Am I telling you like go invent something or run some product that has never been running before? This is not what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you to not test product that's already been running. That's not the case. Just I'm gonna show you how it should be done properly if you decide to run some things. If you don't, because like in the beginners, if you don't have like the money and shit, you're not gonna be able to come up with the new products. Even if it's like new products, I'm not meaning even creating it from scratch, just meaning like a product that has not been running before on Facebook. You just find it like on I don't know, Alibaba, like AliExpress, like Taobao, like whatever Chinese like websites, like your Asian decide you, because you're not gonna be able to create content for it for the money that you have, you know, at this point, you know. So it's still okay to test products that's what it's called that has been running by others, but I'm gonna show you how we literally doing difference and what's the thing that you has been doing wrong that's actually you find yourselves better instead of actually doing a real business. So the whole thing is all about understanding what is a winner products, and that's what's like this whole fucking document about, is answering the first question here is what a winner product. So let me just drink of water, because like when you're gonna understand what is a winner products, you're not gonna be in this scenario getting fucked every time, you know, because you're gonna know how you get them, how to scale them, how to run them, how to make them work for you. So the simple, it's basically the answer to what is a winner product is basically a product that satisfies a mass desire, means an I want that is shared by millions and millions of people, either all around the world or in a specific groups, like in a specific country, but just like a huge desire that's shared by millions. And the product is the solution to satisfy that I want. And it can be physical products, can be like digital products, can be SaaS business, can be some other things, you know, just like the product itself is the answer to that I want, you know, because there is a desires like I want food, you know, desires that I want food, a lot of people sharing it all over the globe, you know, they want to eat something. Then the product is a restaurant that is creating a food, you know, so they satisfy the desire of going outside and eating food, you know. So when we understand basically what is a winner product, is like a product that's actually answering the I wants of people's and actually solution to the I want that people's have. So I'm giving you like example of some desire. This is not like the only one. This is just example for you to understand what is a desire, what is as I want. So through just like life experience, research or whatever, you're gonna understand that a lot of people share these things. I want to lose weight. A lot of people all over the group sharing this. I want to lose weight. And it's also different type. There is skinny fat, middle fat, we can say average, size, and that's it. Then the craziest one, obese people, like severely obese. Then I want food, like let me make these things like this. I want food also like it's a desire that's shared by multiple people. There is people that's on Africa, yeah, I'm also in Africa, but there is some parts of Africa that there is no food, so they are hungry, they are almost gonna die because of there is nothing to eat. They also have this desire of I want food. There is people's like as just working, then you feel hungry, then you also want food. So just like a desire that's shared by a lot of people. I want my hair back. There is people's like me. I start losing hair. I don't know if you can see it, but like here. But so far the desire is not that big, because I still have my hairs all around. It's still like thick. I have like at some points I'm gonna lose my hair. That's for sure. So I have like the desire to also I want my hair back. But so there is people just start losing their hair. There is people's lost 50%, and there is people's that's bald. I think this bald is the word. So all of this sharing the same desire. I want my hair back. No, I want my hair back. Like as I said, like I have this. I don't know if I actually losing hair just because like we have this as genetics. So probably at some points I'm gonna lose hair. But like there is people's like me that's losing hair at this point. I'm not going to do anything for it. Like I don't give a fuck, until it's really big impact. I have the desire, but it's not that big. Then there is people that I want to walk pain free. Then that's also there is people with severe knee pain that's stopping them from walking. There is people that they have some discomfort on the ankles. There is degrees, but all of them share the desire of I want to walk pain free. And there is people that I want my dog to be healthy. Also, different stage of how much like the desire is there. There are some people that their dog's gonna die. There are some dogs that's only like they have too much fur, and that's fewer. I don't know how it's called. Cold. Let's make it cold. And that cold is actually making them hot, so they just want to cut it. That's also mean that you want their dog healthy. There is dogs that have some issues that actually can get them killed. So there is difference of severity of how much that desires is to be satisfied. I want my kids to do well in school. There is people that their kids getting like 7 grades. Like I don't know like how to talk, but getting like good grades, but they want it to be great. There is people that there's kids doing like mid grades, not that good, not that bad, but they also want their kids to do good. There is some kids that their kids getting bullied, so they don't like to go to school, so they're not gonna do well in school. So they also want their kids to do well in school. So they have this desire shit. I want to get the girls of my dream. There's also some levels to this. There is people that has never dated any girls and they're looking to date something, so they have like that urge to just find a girl is crazy. There is people that dating tens and tens, and there's like what it's called, like I don't know, Drake, or like super celebrities, like A-list celebrities that getting any girls that they want. So like they have that desire, but it's already satisfied. So just like different scales of how much person have his desires and how much he's willing to fulfill it. Then there is like some desire that's kind of specific for kind of specific country, like these things. I want my insurance to cover my medical bill. This is basically specific for United States. I think they have a lot of issues with the insurance, and I think you all see somebody that's killed like a CEO of insurance. So that's what I came with this desire. I don't know that much about it, but this is more like, as I said, a desire is, and I want that shared by millions of peoples all around the globe or in a specific country. In this case, it's millions, but like in the US. Then there is like people that living in the EU. They know a lot of Moroccans came to Europe either in legal way or illegal way. So Moroccans, I want to go to live in Europe. And they're looking at Europe as a paradise. I don't know why, to be honest. I don't give a fuck about. Sorry to say this, but I never cared. The less countries that I'm interested in, maybe Switzerland, but like I don't care about going to the EU, to be honest. But this is more for Moroccans. So there is desire that shared all like shared about everybody all around the globe. There is some things that mainly shared about like specific countries. In this case, is basically North Africa. North Africa. It's mainly peoples on North Africa like Algeria, Tunisia, Morocco that want to go to EU. There is other things that EU peoples want. I don't know. I want not to get fucked by taxes, so I want to not pay taxes. This is like all over, but like also EU, they have some crazy laws. So that's also like a desire that's shared by huge peoples. In a winner products is basically a product that is an answer to this I want. So when people say I want, they know like the product that you're gonna sell is a product that when they're gonna get it, they don't want. It's not like they don't want. They get what they want. That's it. Like so, like a winner product is a product that's when the person get it, he gets what he wants. One that he wants is like a huge, you know. So it's like a huge I want that has been shared by like millions and millions of people all around the globe. I don't know what's going on with the camera, but it's okay. So that's the winner. Like our friend Hasbullah. I love this person. It's just. Yeah, you see like how he's happy with life, and this is inspiring me. So I put a lot of his images. So now we know what is a really an answer to a winner. So right now we get in basically the idea of a winner product is, as I was repeating many times, is the product that's actually the answer of an I want. So the product that after you use it, you get what you want, especially for people that have a desire. So is that mean you can just look for product that satisfy a mass desire and start selling it? The answer is no and yes. You know, it's basically no and yes. So I want food, you know, like I want food is a desire, and that's what it's called. Shared by everybody, not like even millions, like everybody all around the world. So let's put it here. I want food. I want food is a desire that is shared by all the world. I don't think so, because like no, I don't think that's even is possible to somebody who doesn't want to eat food. You know, it's just a desire that's shared by everybody. So if a winner product is basically going and selling a product that's satisfying this, so in this case can be Taco Bell, can be pizza, can be opening a restaurant that's selling all type of foods. All of this is answer to satisfying this desire. Or just going and selling like I don't know some gummies and like gums that's to eat and not gonna make you hungry on meta ads, you know. Is that what you should do? Yes or no? But if that's yes or no, how pizza is a winner product is not a winner product. Like food, on this case to satisfy a desire, is a winner product. It's just how much is easy to sell it. Because there is some desires that's either the market is so hard, you know, basically there is like to break it, it's not like even the desire. Is there is like as I explained here, there is skills to how much is easy or hard to sell a product. Because if you're gonna just go and sell a product to satisfy people that hungry, you know, you're gonna go on a market that's so competitive. A lot of people's already solving the design. Also, like the desire on today's world to eating food, you don't gonna have like a leverage that's something scarcity. You know, it's not like the only person that you're gonna be selling that food. You know, so that desire is not like that here. So for a product to be like again like a winning product is just a product to an answer to an I want that has been shared by millions of people. But even that is gonna be like a skills easy to hard, and we always like if you just start and you don't have like the skills that's like you don't have like a lot of skills, you don't have like a lot of money, or like you just has because when I'm talking about like skills and money, I'm talking about like millions and millions of dollars and having like been on the game for too long to be able to just sell whatever, you know, because the idea of selling whatever, it's possible. It's just gonna came to too much effort, you know, because there's people that's opening 2 days restaurant and they're making it all global the world and they're making it like millions with it. But is that easy? No, it's so hard. So what we're gonna be looking for is easy, but how can we define if a thing is easy? So what's gonna define like the products? Is it easy to sell or not? Is three things. So let's me get through them. So the first one, as we already explained, like basically because I'm just repeating myself because like the products, when the products is selling is a solution to an I want that people have. So basically, the first thing is the magnitude of the desire. The first thing that's gonna decide if a product is easy or hard to sell is the magnitude of the desire. What I mean about that, the magnitude of desire is what defines how much is that person is willing to do to satisfy his desire. And that came to the impact of not satisfying his desire on him. So as we see here, I want my, like as an example of this one, I want my hair back. So I want my hair back is a desire that's shared by different people on different stages. People just like me, people that's already lost 50% of their hair, and people that are bald. The magnitude of the desire on the person is not the same. The magnitude of that desire on me is not big. And how can we define that? Is the impact of me not satisfying the desire gonna have on me? Like the impact of me not getting my hair back right now is gonna be having on me. Physically and mentally. Right now, when I look to the mirror, I look like this. I see like this, but it's not like all up down here, or it's not doesn't. I'm not like 10 out of 10. I think it's like I'm a good looking. I have like a big nose and shit. But none of this is bothering me to get what I want, It doesn't have an impact with me. It doesn't impact with me with getting girls. It doesn't impact with me with people's doing me. It doesn't hurt my self-confidence. I don't care about like me looking when I look to the mirrors, I don't see like some big plates of balls to play like some huge mental issues on me. So the impact of my hair right now, is my hair loss right now, doesn't have a huge magnitude of me willing to do things to satisfy the desire of getting my hair back. So I'm not willing right now to go travel all the way to Mexico or Turkey or whatever to get like a surgery or like a hair plant. I'm not willing to take oils. I'm not willing to take anything. I just don't give a fuck. I wake up, I showers, I put creams on my hairs. I know it's gonna make things worse, but I don't give a fuck, So the magnitude of the desire is really important because this is the things with I want my hair back, and all of desire they're gonna have like some different people that really want it big and some people that doesn't want it big. So basically, the magnitude, as I explained here, the magnitude of desire is the impact that's gonna have on people's if they don't satisfy the desire. In the product that you want to sell is the product that the magnitude of the desire is big. So the impact that not satisfying that desire on the person is huge. Because if the impact is huge, the person is willing to do a lot of things or willing to do things, not a lot of things, just willing to do things to satisfy his desire. And I'm going to give an example that's going to make things easier. So another example here, after that, I'm going to give like the example that's going to make things easier, is the desire of losing weight for people that abuse. Why this desire have a huge magnitude? Because the impact, they have two impacts, physically or mentally. The physical impact is people's overweight, they can lose their mobility. That's physical issue that's going to happen. Increased risk of health conditions like heart diseases or diabetes or other heart issues, because basically obese people, they're not healthy. I don't care if you are obese, get some help, go train. I know it's hard, but don't lie to yourself to say like you are healthy. So basically, it's not healthy. So it's have physical impact that's really dangerous. So they are willing to do things to just satisfy that desire. Mentally, low self-esteem, shame and guilt, depression, anxiety, looking down to themselves. It's just a lot of mental issues, The confidence. So they are willing to do things. So I don't know if you know that, but I'm gonna search it. Give me a pause, and I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna talk about like ring that help you lose weight. Ring that's gonna help you lose weight. So I don't know if you ever seen that, but it was like at some points people saying I was not able to find them here, but it was like a ring that's basically okay. Here we go. I think this one is getting people from fat to fit, like a ring, magnetic therapy. How stupid can you be to think that during lose overweight? So how stupid can you be to think that wearing a ring can help you lose your weight? That's why we say when it came to desire that have a magnitude big, people are willing to even turn their heads, just willing to take whatever. just for the sake of them getting for a hope to fulfill their desire. Same things. Somebody's gonna find like this is why people's like that have cancers. Really, that's a bad topic, but they do a lot of things just for the sake of the hope that they're gonna get some reliefs. When they say this, eat this food is gonna help with your cancer, they're gonna do it. Because the impact of them not fulfilling their desire is too big. So they are willing to do things more, and they are willing to buy things more easier than other people's. When it came to satisfy their desire. So basically, when you're gonna be working to the winner products you're gonna be looking to is products that's an answer to a powerful desire. That's the impact is so big on people's life, it doesn't get solved. Same things like it is. You're not gonna be dependent. When you're gonna do like the product research, like because this is here, we're gonna do like the practice research. Like practically, I'm gonna show you because it's not always you're gonna find a product that's solving like really magnitude desire, like cancers or like the weight loss. What I'm saying here is how much is easy. When you look into things that's having a desire that's huge, it's easier because there's also a huge desire. It's not like always this case. Just like mothers wanting their kids to be healthy, the desire of girls want to looking beautiful, the desire girls want to look in shape, the girls who want to have like big boobs, the desire of people's with health. Even right now with Facebook's health issue, we don't know yet how it's going. But there is desire that's much easier. It's not the same as you're gonna go and try to sell. What I'm talking about desires and why it's important to look to this to sell your products, because if you're gonna be looking to products that's running on TikTok, not TikTok Shop, but TikTok's like the trendy things like lights or watches or something that's just stupid, the magnitude of the desire of giving that product that's gonna get him is not some huge desire. It's all it's gonna get to him is impulsive buying, satisfying some mental things that he's going through. So that gets him to buy this product. He's just scrolling, he's just overwhelmed. You want to get through the day, he finds this product, it's going to give him a little bit of dopamine, he buy it, then it takes so long to say, oh, I don't want this product anymore, and start disputes and shit. So just for people to when they look at the product, they really want to understand when you look at it, like the desire that this product satisfies and how much the impact is going to have by satisfying his desire, by removing like the bad things that can happen to people if they don't satisfy the desire, either with themselves, their dogs, their loved ones, their skincare, like how it's gonna the impact of them, like when you're talking about lashes, like removing acne and shit, like girls getting like the partners that they want, looking beautiful, getting boys and shit, even they don't try to deny it, but that's like the psychology of them, So the first thing that's making a product easy or hard to sell to is what it's called the magnitude of the desire. How much a person willing to do to satisfy his desire, and that is related to the impact that's what it's called. The impact that's him not satisfying his desire gonna have on him physically or mentally, Second things is level of awareness, The 5 stage of level of awareness, you can go to Discord, like my Discord, you're gonna see them. I explain them like on the announcements, but we're gonna go through them right now. The level of awareness is something has been, I don't know, like just was like shared too much by Eugene Schwartz. Like he's the guy that's bringing it attention to it. In the 5 stages of awareness, we have top the skills, unaware. Unaware, they aren't. So basically, unaware is here's the definition. They aren't aware of the desire or their need to solve the problems, or they won't honestly admit it, So how to make it simply is people that doesn't recognize that they actually may have a problems, Simple example that many of you can relate to right now is related to you at some points. You wake up, you feel tired, you don't give a fuck, you continue with the day, and you don't recognize that being tired is a symptom to a problem that you have, So that's unaware. You have something as an issue, but you are unaware of it. That is actually an issue, But you have it. You don't recognize it. That is an issue. So you wake up, you're tired, blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. It's not like it doesn't matter because you recognize it's a problem. As you say, it doesn't matter because you don't think it's a problem. You think it's a normal thing. So unaware is people that have some issues, but they don't recognize it as an abnormal. You think it's just normal. It's not an issue. Problems aware, they know they have a problems to solve, but aren't aware of any specific solution. So problems aware is people's like you wake up tired and recognize that you have sleep apnea. Sleep apnea, from what I understand, is your tongue, the tongue is gets back and it's basically block this place, you know. So like when you're breathing, not a lot of breath came into the lung, and that's can have like huge disaster. You know, you can even die. You can have heart attacks because like you don't get like enough breath, and because you don't have breath, you have this time when you start waking up during the night, and that's why you don't get like a restful night. You know, but you don't recognize that you have been woke up. You know, that's sleep apnea, and that's problems aware. People recognize that they have a problem, but that's it. You just recognize that they have sleep apnea. They don't recognize that there is solution. Solution aware is people's. They know there is a solution to their problems, but they don't know of any specific product to solve it. So basically, with sleep apnea, when they gonna do the research, see, basically when problems aware, they just researching their levels right now. When they are still problems aware, they are just researching what's causing sleep apnea. Okay, this and this and this, and after researching what's causing sleep apnea, they're gonna recognize this tongue gets back to here and it's stopping them from breathing. So right now they took a step forward and they think, okay, how can I fix this thing? So they recognize that these things, like the tongues getting back, can be fixed. That's the solution. In theory, the tongue doesn't get back to the throat and stopping you from breathing normally. That's gonna be solution of their sleep apnea. But they don't recognize it, how to do it, or a specific products to do it. That solution aware. They know that there's a solution. They basically understand the theory of the solution, but they don't know which solution is the best, and they don't know which products that actually have that solution. Products aware, they know your products exist, but aren't completely aware of all of it, does, and aren't convinced of no, well, it doesn't, you know. Products aware is basically people that people with like they wake up, they are tired, they recognize that they have a problem, they recognize it's a sleep apnea, they recognize that the solution is keeping the tongues out, and right now they recognize that solution can be something as I get freaked out that like I didn't play when I said stops before. So forget about it, just my ADHD. So basically, they recognize that they have a problem. They recognize that's what's it called, that there is a solution. They recognize that the solution is can be like mouth guard, you know, mouth guard Amazon. So something like this. This thing. Oh no, not this one. But let's do mouth guard. Let's just do sleep apnea. Sleep apnea. Oh, they know that there is like products like this, but they don't know, they're not aware of how much this product is really gonna give them the result that you want. So you're gonna do like basically the thing is just gonna be like showing them the future that these products have and how it's gonna satisfy the desire that they have is basically not waking up tired, and the main desire is just like relieving stop having sleep apnea. And so that's gonna give them like more energy. What's that's gonna do them down further, being able to do the things that you want. What's gonna do them being able to be successful in life, because you're gonna have more energy and more restful nights, and yeah, you're just gonna do well in life. Most aware is people's, they know your brand. They're waiting some discount. They have a little bit of things that they already convinced with the products and everything. They are willing to buy, just they need a main reason. Maybe they are confused about shipping. Maybe the price is a little bit higher for them. So maybe just in the wait list. But like they are down scale. They are easy to sell to. It's just gonna give them a little bit of convincing, you know. So when it came to the 5 stage of awareness, here we also can understand, like logically, that the higher we are in skills, the harder to sell to. And this is the thing, when I say the harder to scale to, is not we mean it's impossible to sell to. It's just hard. It just requires more effort, more time in, and more like skills. You know, compare all of this level of stage of awareness, you can make millions with them. Just some came with easy, and some really hard is gonna take time and effort, you know. So it's gonna take more efforts compared to selling to some things way down down skills, you know, like some like selling to problems aware and aware. It's harder than selling to solution aware or products aware. So when we're gonna talking about unaware, if you're trying to sell to people who are unaware, doesn't recognize that they have a problems or a desire, basically they don't recognize that problems. So basically they don't yet recognize that they have a desire to fulfill that problems, you know, because they don't even recognize that they have the problems. So it's gonna require significant effort to pursue them as cold audience. They don't recognize the issue, so convince them to buy a product to solve something they don't even acknowledge is a challenge in uphill. So imagine somebody unaware, he doesn't recognize, he doesn't even know that he have a problems right now. So you want to convince him that he have problems, You want to amplify his desire by showing him that's how we amplify the desires, to make him the magnitude of desire too big. Is basically you're gonna need to show him if he doesn't fix his problem, it's gonna be too dangerous, it's gonna have like too big impact. Also convince them that logically explain to them the problems for them to understand it, explain to them your solution, then explain to them their product, then for them to buy. So you want to get them to buy, and they don't even recognize that they need something to buy. They don't recognize even that they have a problem to fix. So you can imagine how much gonna be harder compared to, on the other hand, to selling to people who are further down the awareness scale, such as those who are solution aware or products aware. Because why? It's much easier to sell to this individual because they're already in the market looking, either searching for a solution or a specific, when they are solution aware, or a specific product to fulfill their desire. As a result, convince them requires significant less effort compared to targeting an unaware audience or a problems aware. So also, when it came to the problems aware, when we're talking about problems aware, is people recognize they have a problem. So they don't even recognize that there is a solution. They just recognize that they have a problem. So your job not only to convince them that their problems also like amplify their desires. By this time, when they are problems aware, they probably already have like a good magnitude of the desire, because like they recognize that problem, they recognize its impacts in their life. So your job right now is not to only show them that there is a solution, but only to show them that your solution is the best. So you're gonna get them to recognize that they have a problem, get them to recognize that there is a solution, then recognize that your solution is the best, then recognize your product is the best. Because when they are problems aware, they are not yet in the market looking for a solution. They are just recognize that they have a problem, you know? On the other hand, as I explained, like solution aware, products aware, they already looking to things. They already willing to do things, you know? They already gonna buy things, you know? The same things, like when you get like, as an example of me with like hair loss, as an example, you know? I'm kind of on the problems aware stage. I know that I have a problems, but I'm not looking for a solution. I'm not looking for a product. I'm not even like, the impact right now is for me because the problem is just starting. Also, the magnitude is not that big. So my level of awareness is problems aware. Even I know that there is solution shit, but we can say right now is I'm problems aware. So for somebody to came and convince me to buy, he really first need to convince me that me not taking actions right now is gonna have a huge impact. So he really need to understand me, like what's actually impacting me. Do I really, how bad I'm gonna look without my hair? Do I really gonna give a fuck about me getting bald? I don't know. So far, I don't know, to be honest. Probably I wanted to take the solution, but right now. Then he need to convince me that solution is the best compared to the other solution, you know, like, because when you're gonna tell me that there is solution, you're gonna be explaining to me like the root cause of my problems, you know, then you're gonna be explaining to me like solution. Right now is also, am I gonna get convinced? Because right now is what we're talking about, like trying to make our products are not winners, but like just to make millions with products from cold audience, people just recognizing you first because you want to be profitable. You're not a fucking guy with millions of dollars that will go into the industry and want to arm like the audience, then do targeting and shit. You want to be making money first side somebody sees his ads, cold audience. So the effort is gonna be harder, you know. If for you to convince me to buy a product from you, I don't even recognize this as a problem. But imagine right now, I'm solution aware. I know that there is solution to these things. Then when I'm looking to a solution, so basically that's mean I'm willing to try a solution. Why I'm gonna be looking to a solution if I'm solution aware? That means I'm looking to a solution. So your job to convince me a solution is better than another. It's gonna be easy. You're gonna just try to understand who I am, what solution that maybe I have looked to, and show me why the solution that you're bringing is better. And right now, imagine I'm way down further the skills, and I'm products aware. I'm looking for an oil. Right now, I think oil is the best, and I recognize that some ingredient on some specific oils is help with hair growth. Right now, what you need to convince me is your products have this ingredient on way better than the others, and it came from natural source, and it's impactful, and show me some real social proof for me to believe you, no? Oh, because at the end of the day, it's going to be the easiest way to show somebody that his desire is fulfilled is showing social proof, showing him somebody like him get the result that you want. That's the ultimate, like, for me, like, that's basically the ultimate. That's why we depend also, like, on our VSLs when we're going to be talking about VSLs, on people's testimonials, holding the products, talking about the experience, and we're trying to make it as authentic as possible. Because that's way more convincing for people because they say other people like them getting the results. So that's gonna get them to get on the shoes on the other and say, oh, it's possible also for me. So if you're gonna get me your products, you show me a lot of people using products getting results, I'm convinced. Especially if it's authentic. It seems like, oh, he was here, there is growth, and the guy's holding the products and saying this, I was using it, it's helped me, shit and shit and shit. And also show me like how these products you can play with my fears to make like my desires bigger. We're gonna talk about this in copywriting. Like if you don't take action right now, you're already 50%. Like I'm not talking about right now, I'm talking if I'm 50% hair loss. You already 50% hair loss, you know, other people's going, you're gonna talk about the day-to-day struggles. You're looking at the mirrors, you're looking down to yourself and shit. Then you're gonna start to convince me about your products, all it's doing, and real social proof. And how getting this, people's like testimonials. Oh, my hair was down, right now I'm back. My hair is back after like a journey of 3 months. I'm able to get my girls. My girls love me again. You know, like I'm able to get on dates. I'm looking more handsome. I'm more confident. So you told me, what about even like so? Because like there is like I want desire, then there is so what I so what I want my hair back, so what? So I can be more looking good again. So I can get more girls. So I can have my wifey or something. You know, like this, like down the further. Those all of this you're getting from research. But why I'm saying this, because when you just trying to sell, like you don't have like your own products yet to sell, this means if you just start selling, it's better to focus on products where the market awareness is already solution aware or products aware stage. Because this audience are actively seeking solution or specific products, making it easier to capture their interest and drive sales compared to targeting a problems aware or unaware. But is that mean if you're running problems aware, you should not do it? Nah. Does that mean if you're running, because you're not going to be running from the beginning as unaware most of the time because that's really hard, but like later on you're going to also run it if you're already doing like some quite 1 million, 2 million plus and you want to scale further, you need to go through unaware. But again, it's better. It's not like it's impossible. Both stage of awareness, you can get winners to scale to millions and millions of dollars. It's just the effort. Because when you're talking about like just when you're talking about the effort, I'm talking about your skills, your money, and your time. Because when you're talking about like just we don't go even to the top unaware, just we're talking about problems aware. If you just starting, you're gonna recognize that you're gonna need to be good at copywriting because you're gonna probably need to do VSLs. You're gonna need to do because you want to get people from being problems aware until products aware and willing to buy your products. So you're gonna need like a long VSLs. Long VSL is gonna need more content, more time to edit. You're gonna need like authority figures, either like health or somebody like in health, like in doctors, like dermatologists if you're selling skincare, or some mechanic if you're selling something to do with cars. You're gonna need to get an authority figures or somebody that's gonna put like in service authority figures. More time in, people are gonna charge you more to do things. So just like the effort is higher. So that's why I want to tell you guys. Like it's not like it's impossible to not sell to problems aware is like you're not gonna get your winners. Nah, you can make millions. That's what we're doing the most. Like problems aware from you. You know, I'm gonna show breakdowns like the adversaries and everything, but like we're gonna break downs like how you can do things. Because when we're gonna talking about market research, we're just gonna show how market research can help you with any of this. It's just like how much easier, especially if you're just starting or you just want to have like established skills. Better to start with the easy, then master your skills, master the copywriting, master the research, so you can go to the hard. So you're using the what it's called the market's upper hand. You're gonna use the leverage. You know, like when you're gonna have a product that's way down the lane of awareness, you're gonna know it's easy. When you're gonna have a product that his magnitude of desire is too big, it's gonna be easy. You know, so you're gonna have the things on your side, the cards deals with your sides in an easy mode instead of going the hard mode. That's why I'm explaining this. And right now, one of the hardest subjects for people to understand is market sophistication and how, because it's not only about market sophistication, it's how can you break it. So let me drink water. I'm gonna go quickly go to toilets and come back. I just talked for 48 minutes. And that's like I'm talking too much, but I hope this is like seriously. If you understand this at the end, then you're gonna do the practice of how to do like the actual research through like Reddit, Facebooks, and other spy tools. And what is the difference again between this and copy paste? I'm gonna add it to the end, but you just that's it. Like you already like 50% won the game, you know, because that's what's really important. So 1 second. So yeah, this is like as I explained, like this is one of the hardest subjects for people to not for people to understand, but it's just like too complicated. Not too complicated, just like it's not that clear. You know, like a lot of people find this not clear. So let me do my best from what I'm understanding to break down to you this so you actually understand when people saying market competition, market saturation, or market sophistication, as an example. So how much is so basically third thing that's define if a product is going to be like a winning product is going to be easy to scale, easy to sell or not, is how much is the competition, or basically the market sophistication. This is referred to how many competitors are out there are you trying to satisfy the same desire. The more sophisticated the market, the harder it is to stand out, as customers are seeing multiple ads on a daily basis for just that's promising to satisfy their desire. So I'm not talking about the competition on the product itself, but on the niche itself. Because a lot of people is looking through Facebook's wrong. They said how many people is actually selling my products. But you're gonna need to look to how many competitors out there satisfying the same desire. So because people sometimes looking at things at what's the products, what is the future of the products, but your prospect, like your potential customer, doesn't give a fuck about your products, give a fuck about how gonna impact him, how gonna satisfy his desire, what's gonna do for him. So he doesn't recognize, oh, this product or this product. He recognizing which things, which ads, which UGCs, which product page, which things that promise him to satisfy his desire the best. And he is convinced with it without skepticism. So when you're gonna look to the competition, you don't go and look how many people selling this same products on my niche, but how many people selling the same thing to satisfy this desire on the niche. And how we do that's how we're gonna be able to understand which level of market sophistication the market is. So basically, the entry to any market starts with level one. Level one is somebody recognized that there is a desire, then he came up with a product and he added first to the market. Example, the first person that created a car. I don't know who, but he recognized that people's looking to drive faster. People was using animals or whatever, like donkeys and horses to go faster. Then layers owns bicycles, and at some point somebody recognized there is a desire that's gonna be for people to drive faster, so he gets a car. So it doesn't matter the claim, doesn't matter how shitty the car, doesn't matter anything. As far as he is the first on the market creating a car, so even if his car is only driving, I don't know, like 10 miles per hour, like, or 10 kilometers per hour, people doesn't care. That's the only solution. People gonna go and get it because that's the only thing that's gonna satisfy his desire. Level two, with time, other people's gonna create the same car. Other people's gonna say the same things. This car is gonna drive you 10 miles per hour. So the other person gonna need to exaggerate the claims or making the claims better than what's the market saying. This car gonna make you, I don't know, like driving 20 kilometers per hour. But to do that, you're gonna need to introduce new mechanism. So it's basically gonna be something like gonna drive you 10 kilometers smoother, like 10 kilometers per hour smoother, just like make it bigger, So it's just like you're gonna have a claim that already the market's saying, and you're gonna need to make it bigger, People's gonna willing to go with you because that's the new claims that they heard. They already heard like the 10 kilometers per hour. Right now they heard this new claims that sounds bigger and beautiful, than what they already said. So they are gonna go with you because why they're gonna go with the old one if they can get first one, the new one, the better one, Level three is everybody heard same claims again and again and again, So right now you're gonna need to introduce a new way, basically the mechanism, a new things that your products do to achieve the desire that you want. So if the people want to drive and want to like a fast cars, right now it's like Ford or some things has introduced like this new horsepowers that is gonna make the car faster. That's why introducing a mechanism that's gonna boost sales, people's gonna go to it. Level four, create better mechanism, make that horsepower faster. At some points, the industry gonna get so big, all the competitors gonna be able to do the same things, same fucking thing. BM gonna be able to do the same as Mercedes. Mercedes gonna be able to do like Porsche, like all of them are able to create cars in categories like luxurious, faster, speeder, safer. Or they are gonna have the same competent to create similar things, So nobody gonna have some bigger claims that other people's cannot do. Then what's happened at that point? It's kind of level 5 is the identity. You look to Porsche. I don't know what identity is doing, like luxurious. Look to Bentleys, Rolls Royce, residential, a wealthy family and shit. So people start to doesn't care about the claims and shit because all the market do the same, but they care about what's their identity, how they're gonna look like it. Then you can get a new different ocean, like a new blue oceans, because everybody's competing in same things, horse, safetyness, identity and shit. Then you get somebody like Elon Musk, electricity motherfuckers, electric car. When he did that, he just like get it to level one. Because right now is able to do the best thing. It's like a new market with same products. It's still cars. It's still satisfying the same things, but right now it's a way like it's kind of a new mechanism, but like a new different angles. Electric cars, good for what is called the planet. So it's like break it and make it like as a level one. That's the first one. Then new cars also start following it and shit and shit. And it's gonna go through like the same things. Any market you're gonna go through this level of marketing. So this means when it's gonna be easy to sell if you enter first, like you just go and create some things way new, or like you came up with something new way and new to satisfy a desires, and you are the first one to recognize that there is a desire there and you solve it. So this means you can enter the market with a product that fulfill a desire no one else had addressed it before. You could make an incredible amount of money with relative ease. It's gonna be easy. However, let's be honest, this is rare. This is like, maybe later when you already did 100K a day, 200K a day, millions of dollars a day. Right now you're millionaires. You do like an exit of your brands for like 20, $50 million. They're gonna say, oh, right now they want to try something like that. But mainly in the beginning it's gonna be hard, and you're gonna need to be super, super fucking lucky. So basically is rare. It's once lifetime opportunity that only a few people even achieve. And to be real with you, I'm none of them. I never cared about it. All I care about is being successful in the business, man. Because from what I started is way different from yours or what you started, guys. Like I came from not like I'm gonna say like, but like a really hard place. My aim was not like making millions of dollars. I was just aiming to make 300 or like $200 from a normal job. Because a lot of you I see you came, they said, oh, I can work like a grocery store, like McDonald's and shit, and you're gonna be able to make it like some 2K a month or something. The country that I came in, that was impossible. So my dreams was really low. Just like by luck, not by luck, but like literally by hard work and shit, we was able to grow like so big and shit and doing the numbers that we do. So, but it was never like my attention to get to the level that I'm in. Let's be honest, So I never aspired to be the next Elon Musk or aspired to be like the new Mark Zuckerberg or like some genius or something. It's all I wanted to care at that point of my life. I was depressed, no money, no shit, no degrees, nothing. All I cared about is making money. And that's like most of you guys. Like even right now in your position, you don't care about like being the next crazy idea. Just want to scale your store to 100K days and doing like multiple millions per month and have like a really sustainable business. That's what you want. So to give you a great example of somebody on the e-com space for you to resonate with that came from the level one is Davey Forgetty, the creator of the brand GOG. The Udi brand is like a brand that has been running on Australia, and he entered his niche extremely early. I think he was like the first one to came. I don't know for sure, and I don't want to say things like this. I don't know, but this brand started like really, really too early to satisfy like a desire that people have. I don't know, actually the desire. Let's see to be what they're talking about. Trying to define Odi, laziness, singles with everyone, defining the pool, or you perfect for lazy days. So like comfy, laziness, enjoying your days at home, and being comfortable. So I think that's the desire that people have. Just want to feel cozy at their point. Soft, warmest things you will ever will, like a big colorful hug, feel loved and shit and feel cute. I think that the desire is just like being comfy. And him recognizing it, like I don't know, it's recognized it by him actually doing research or by like I don't know for sure, but him going early in that things is not what allowed him to. Yeah, he did 500, but it was like one of the parts that make it easier for his brand to grow so big. We're talking about $500 million in revenue, so probably the valuation gonna be like $1 billion to 2.5 billion. I don't know for sure, but it's like if the numbers that they're doing is insane. But why? Because he entered the market so early. This doesn't disqualify the guy. The guy is a fucking genius to be able to do those things at that period and understand the game at that period that he was in. nothing to say, just like a goat, like he's really inspired me. I watch a lot of his videos, and also like his content when he bring like entrepreneurs and shit. Just amazing guy, and yeah, I hope one day I don't go to a lot of events, but I think I should go to events, so at least meet with these guys. So, but this is like a good example, like somebody entering to the level one. But let's be clear, you don't have to wait around for the next untapped market or a visionary desire that no one has solved. It's just I want to explain to you like the role of the market sophistication on how much is easy to things and how much effort is gonna require for you to convince people to buy things. Because if you bring like people that's gonna try to create like a clothing brands, that's the desire is not like that big. So how are we gonna make the desire too big? The competition is so high. There's a lot of fashion brands and shit, a lot of luxurious brands. You're gonna need to define a new way or like a new things to create like a new identity for them to buy from your brands. What is gonna be the identity? It's luxurious, it's alpha males, is what like gym sharks, like people that's going to gym fitness and shit. But it's also start like early. Body armor, but when you're gonna be competing, let's say you're gonna try to get to a level when there is Gymshark, body armors, and other like I don't know if body armor, like just to double check body armor. Oh, what the fuck is that thing? Body fitness. Oh shit. Underarm. I don't know. I think it's just fucked. I thought it's called like there is. I don't know. Like sorry guys, but like what is like there is Under Armour. Okay, so Under Armour. Okay, I get it. So let's open it. But like just to get you understood when there is like big sharks, like gym sharks, like even like the name itself, like the market sophistication is too big on that niche. You're gonna have more things to do than other things. Right now, the same things when it came to people trying to sell the same solution, like for health, back pain, knee pain, and shit. You're gonna need to find a way to diversify you from the market. It's not only the products, but how you're gonna position the products. Are you gonna introduce new claims? Are you gonna have like new route mechanism? How is gonna satisfy? Because at the end, how is gonna show the customer that's gonna satisfy his desire the best. But from market to market is different because there is some markets where like the market sophistication is too big and also the skepticism is too low because they are the proven solution that's working. Well, there's other markets like health where is like there is no clear solution that's working for some specific issues, so people still willing to try things. Even like there has been too much competition in the market sophistication so high. But it's really important to understand your competitors, what they're doing, how much competition is it, not on your product specifically, but on solving that desire that you're trying to solve, what they do, and how can you do way better. Because the moment you're gonna understand how can you do better and diversify yourself from them, how basically your prospect gonna say, oh, I want to get from this brand, not the other brand, then you're gonna win. Because I see a lot of people's copying same when it came to advertorials, copying same what it's called advertorials, same copywriting skills, same method, same things. It's gonna be bad. That's why we said like at some point just changing the avatar is gonna help, because when you're charging the avatars, that's gonna break like the level of the market's sophistication to a lower place, and people's gonna be willing, because when they are all days getting headed about like things that's gonna solve their neck pain, then at some point they're gonna get hit by ads that's specifically for him as an avatar. They're gonna say, "Oh, this is different than what the other people do." So this is probably gonna satisfy my desire better, because when you're gonna show them, you're gonna show them that you are understanding better. So by proxy, you're gonna be able to satisfy his desire better. But this is just an example that I want to give you, like not example, just to explain to you the market sophistication and how much important if you can get products that is not that much competition on them on that niche and satisfying some desire that has not been tried to satisfy by a lot. That's either you're going too deep with some products, but you don't know yet how can that be with which it's called with Facebook's with health and wellness. We're still gonna see like how things gonna go, but like there is some specific issues that people have that has not been treated on what's called Facebook. Same things like when Noro did with lymphedema. Not a lot of brands has been trying to solve lymphedema, but yeah, that's just an example. So products that you want to look to, a winner products to be easy to scale. The magnitude of the desire is too big, so people are willing to do way more things to satisfy their desires in the other people's, because the impact is so big, either in them physically or mentally. Second things, stage of awareness. People's on solution aware, products aware is much more easy to sell to them, because it's going to require less effort, and they are already in the market looking for either a solution or products, depends on their level of state. Then there is the market sophistication. The higher the level of market sophistication, the harder to sell, because the competition and skepticism is too hard. So right now I want to talk about weight loss, because weight loss is on market sophistication level 5. Weight loss is something that has too much competition. I'm talking about competition, different products, different exercises. Like the weight loss market has been heavily saturated for years, and customers have been seen countless claims, mechanisms, and promises. Basically all of them. Many no longer believe in miracle solutions. So this is what they don't believe in. Miracle solution. Did we talk about ring? Yeah, we're gonna go and we're gonna see like if I talk about the ring or not. But many no longer believe in miracle solution, and our like things we already talk about, like the ring, and how people's like just because their desire is so big they are willing to do things. But it's just my fucking ADHD things. Sorry. So basically to get back to weight loss is like, as I mentioned, like is market sophistication level 5. People heard everything that they can hear. They don't believe anymore is like stupid things like patch or like ring and things, and highly skepticism of any products or claim. Success in this market requires advanced marketing strategies, such as a deep emotional storytelling. So either you connect with the customers too much for you to amplify his desires, and for him to trigger some bad emotion for him to basically turn his mind off, and for him, and you hope for him to take an actions. That can be a things. Leveraging social proof, because if they don't believe that solution and claims work, you need to show them that things work. Build trust over time rather than relying on blood claim on sudden mechanism. So you're not going to be just going, oh, this product is going to help you lose this amount of calories over 19 days. No, in that setting, people's going to believe you. Or level 2, oh, this is going to make you lose this amount of calories on only 13 days. The market is not going to believe you. It's already have heard this. Or this is new remedy that you're going to take. It's going to stop you from eating, then you're going to lose weight, then the market's not going to believe you. Nah, it already has been hearing that. There is some part of the market that's going to believe you, because at any point, like people keep switching. So there's some people at level 1, it's level 5, but like the majority is already on level 5. So if you're going to be able to scale, you're going to scale so low, because they already hear things. So, but there is one truth when it came to the weight loss desire, for it to be fulfilled is exercise. Oh, what the fuck I did? Sorry. Okay, so but there is one truth everyone agrees on exercising making you lose weight. So basically, if you are obese and you want to lose weight, you can understand on a logical way that there is a solution, and the solution is exercising. So this is already talked about it, like the ring. So how this brand, the Infinity Hoop, like this one that we already talked about like in the previous video. If you don't watch it, go watch it, because this thing's gonna be linked. How this brand that's selling a product on a market sophistication 5 was able to scale to literally big, because we can see how many ads they're running. 420 ads per month, active right now. It's per month, like active. So probably doing like $1 million plus a month on an easy way. And basically, okay, so how did they were able to make so much money on a saturated niche with audience, like overcame with exhaustions of all the claims that you hear? The market saturation of this market came from too many competitors selling solutions for weight loss, like supplements, special diets, exercise, I don't know, like a lot of things, And if you did some simple research about people in loss journey, you will find that 99 of them lack the willpowers and self-discipline to start training. You're gonna say like, I tried and shit, or they go to gym, then they get like ashamed of themselves, because they're not willing to keep working and shit. That's what gets them to quit training and losing the willpowers, losing the discipline, and gets back to diet. They don't have like the will discipline to not eat. They go eating and eating and eating, and they feel bad about themselves, and they go again to because they are right now in a bad mental state. They solve that by eating more. They just like on an infinity, literally infinity hope, like always circles. They keep eating, feeling bad, eat more, eat, feel bad about eating, eat more, and they keep doing like that. And just getting abused. and have been trying, and they already like the market, they're gonna say like, if you go to Amazon and shit like Reddit or whatever, you're gonna see people's, whenever there's some magic trick, they say no, this is not gonna work, because they already have tried a lot of things, and right now they aren't level to say, oh, things doesn't work, you know. So basically this brand, like the Infinity Hoop, has to deal with two main objections when it came to market certification. Does using these products will get me the result that I want? That's the main thing, because people, if they want to satisfy their desire, they need to know for sure that this thing's gonna, for them to buy the product, they need to know for sure that this product gonna satisfy their desire. Will it easy to stick to comparing with gym, running, and other stuff that require discipline and willpower that I don't have? Because people, they know that gym can get them the result that they want, but it's not fun. It's hard to do. It's required willpower. It's required discipline, and that's the things that they don't have. So how these products, like how these brands was able to do things, is because they have a product that's actually unique. And just by it being unique and actually fun to use, that's already helped them break the market sophistication. Because compared to all the other solutions that's either doesn't seem logical, like, or it's hard, like a diet, or like training or gym, this one is fun. And we're gonna see how they get the customer to believe, not only a logical way, but also to believe on a visual way that they can get the results, you know. And it's gonna remove the market, like why the market saturation, like the objection that they have, like other solution. There is a lot of solution, but it doesn't deliver the result, or it's hard to deliver the result. So how they did it, basically, as I mentioned before, for somebody to get him to believe that you can satisfy his desire, the easiest way is to show him somebody that he's actually got the desire that he wants through using the products. And specifically with this brand, they was able to succeed with it. They don't show like before and after the image, you know, and somebody holding the products, but they show journey, like an actual journey of somebody using this Infinity Hoop and get them. Second things, all their ads, they focus on handling the objections of showing it is easy and fun, because that's the main problem that people have. Is it easy and fun? Just by showing a product that's actually delivering the result, like people's, basically, because what we say, with the higher like the level of market, the higher the skepticism of the claim and exaggerating, because people get exhausted, you know. And some in this point, like people, like there was not like a solution that's actually fixed the markets besides gym and training, but that solution is not fun. So just by them showing something that's actually getting the result, and they make it in a simple way, to the point, this is gonna get you the result that you want, and this is fun. That's their whole things. That was an idea. They don't even need it to amplify the desires, or just like to the point, you know. They can do amplify the desire, but that's, they focus on these two things, and that's driving them a lot of money. And this is only happened because they have a product that has a unique feature that allow you to burn calories and exercising while having fun. So because people's logically right now understand losing weight, calories in, calories out, training, burning fats, meaning you're gonna be able to lose weight. So let's go to their Facebook's ad library and check their ads. So we're gonna understand something about their ads. Like all their ads focusing on the same idea, like same idea, because that is basically the main objection that people have. Is this shit gonna deliver me the result that I want? And how they do it?
When you buy the Infinity Hoop 50% off, so you don't have to go out in the cold or pay a gym membership to prepare for the summer.
So basically to show like to offer, you know, 50% off and shit. And basically just focus, don't focus on the offer, focus on the value itself.
Today is the last day to get a 50% off plus a free waist trimmer and a free sweat cream for their holiday sale. Just 30 minutes of this equals a 2-mile run. And if you don't lose 2 inches off your waist in 30 days, you get your money back. Grab yours now with 50% off plus 2 free gifts. When you buy the Infinity Hoop 50%.
So there is like the offer the 50% off in things, but that's like after the 50% off plus the creams and shit is an offer that people are willing to take after they believe that they're gonna get results. So how they do it, like just showing the objection that they have. Is it fun? They're showing it's really fun. It's people doing it on ease, you know. A person happy is just doing this. Boom, boom, boom. They said, and he was able to lose weight. So people's like overweight is gonna say, I want this. I can do it too. It's easy. So it's handle my objections. It's easy. It's gonna get me the result. Doing it for 30 minutes is meaning 2 mile running. That's mean logically it's gonna burning calories. That's mean logically I'm gonna lose weight. Then they have the offers and things. See a difference in 13 days or money back guarantees just to ease the mind. Like, is this shit's actually gonna work? But like, the main objection that has been handling just by simple videos. The using different caption, different type, all of the UGC is different scripted, but all the same things, like all the same idea. Let's see.
You know, there's also a pink one that I have at Charles's house in LA. I just can't help myself, and it's also good for my health because using the infinity hoop for 30 minutes is like going for a 2-mile run. And you know I'm not going to go for a 2-mile run.
But like logically, how 13 minutes equal two mile run. People's like, what is it called? People's like that's on losing weight journey. They know like running is gonna burn calories. So you can, even if you doubt this, you can just go directly search how much 2 mile run gonna help me lose weight. Oh, this is just 30 minutes. I'm gonna be like 2 mile running. Doesn't mean like actually gonna be losing weight, because nobody can say running daily or whatever is not gonna help you lose weight, because that's mean you're gonna be eating some things, and basically running is just gonna help you burn the calories, and more calories you burn, the more like weight you're gonna lose, you know, over time.
For 30 minutes is like going for a 2-mile run, but I'll do this. And if you do that, if you use the infinity hoop every day for 30 days, and if you don't lose a link, you get your money back. Did I mention that you can get the infinity hoop for 50% off?
So this, I think it's like this also like just offered for holiday season. Let's see like the main one.
This is what 2 months using the infinity hoop looks like. Until links down in 2 months. Run the equivalent to a 2-mile run in 30 minutes. And if you don't remove a link in 30 days, you get your money back. This is what 2 months using the infinity hoop looks like.
And losing weight.
This is how this shirt used to fit. Versus now.
Same thing, it's just different way. This is how shirt fits. Is mean like you has been able to lose weight. It's using a fit like this. Right now it's fitting in a different way. Like you can, it starts to be like larger than you.
Until links down in 2 months. Run the equivalent to a 2-mile run in 30 minutes. And if you don't.
Okay, I'm going to try to tell you how I do it. I don't really know because, like I said, I don't have no rhythm, and it took me forever to figure it out. But I kind of do this. Put one foot, let me see.
I have only managed to use myself. This is like more people's like products aware that they don't know how to use the products. Like they have the objections how I can actually use it. So this is like further zone on the skills. Like they are more about like products aware. So somebody happy getting the result that he wants.
Wake me up.
That's me, the same person. I was 450 pounds whenever I started hooping, and I was only 371 day of surgery. That's 80 pounds lost in 2 months.
All their ads, like 400 of ads, is the same thing. It's the same thing, just different way to say it, so it's kind of resonates with other people's. But the whole idea is showing people's happy, having fun, and actually getting the results. That's how this brand was able to get what it's called to break down like the market sophistication, you know. Or another way to break down the market sophistication is just like an example, like my friends Sean, like him scaling like a brand of humidifier to 100k plus a month, 100k plus a day, and like you can just check it on his Twitters, like his Evolve program, one of the craziest program like I have ever seen, like just crazy. Shout out to him, shout out to Spencer also for making that program. So he explained like how he scaled like a humidifier. A humidifier is basically level sophistication so big just by changing the angles in the desire. So instead of fixing like the desire of humidifier dry air, they focus on the desire of mothers who want their kids to be healthy, and how that's like both like cleaning the humidifiers, meaning that you're gonna have more time for your kids. That's showing like a different way of selling these humidifiers compared to like what's the market is already doing. You know, it's not as just like as a humidifier. Second things, winter air is like bad on the kids or something, and how this humidifiers helps. This is gonna have like you enter a new market for mothers that's taking care that they have babies, and as we say, like the desire for mothers wanting to care for their baby is too big. So this is just like you came to what's called the market of sophistication, the market of awareness, the market desire, because this is like subject that's really important, and I find the best way to explain to them just by introduce them on the first part of the product research. Like this is just to understand what is awareness, because the moment you understand those, game over. That's it. You're gonna know how to put what's the market wants on each stage and shit. And we also show you what you're gonna be looking to on your next product. So when you're gonna be looking to in your next products, you're not gonna go blindly looking for a products. Oh, this is a winner for somebody, then I want to run it, you know, or this is working for somebody, so I'm gonna run it and make it work for me and copy contents and other brands and shit. Nah, we want you to look for things that's solution aware, products aware. If you're not already like have skills and shit and you're running problems aware things, I want you to looking for things that have a huge magnitude of desires. You're not gonna be looking to trendy products and shit, or things that what is satisfying is an impulsive buy, but instead of things that's actually solving some issue, and that issue, if it didn't get solved, is gonna have like a huge impact on people's physically and mentally. Looking into products that's not that much sophisticated, like I don't know, like lamps and fashions and stuff, you know. And yeah, so I think that's it for the video. This is not like the finish of the product research, because later on I'm going to show you like how we actually find those products, like through different methods, either by looking for products or looking for problems, then looking for products, you know. Then we're going to show how, like later on, because those principles are going to stay with us. The market, the 5 stages of awareness, the market of awareness, like the market sophistication, desires some principle that we're going to go with through the whole entire things to actually make things working so big for us. Through the research, then we're going to see things, you know. And again, next models we're going to be like, next model, not next model, but next video is going to be like the product research and shit, but next models we're going to be doing the research and shit. The research itself and understanding those things is what's gonna give you the idea of making selling things easy. Because even if something's so hard to sell, if you understand how it should be done, then you're gonna have the skills to make it easy, you know. But without like confusing you, again, there is things that sell too easy and there's things too hard to sell. But everything is possible to sell. It's just like some gonna require too much effort and some gonna require less effort. So please watch this video, take notes, understand them, because just even if you just get this video and that's it, without getting like to the video of the product research and shit, you already gonna be able to get winners, and you already gonna know how to make them. Like we're gonna talk about later on how to make them sell, but that's already enough for you to understand which product that you should be looking to and how to make the things much easier to use than just copying blindly other people's work. So yeah, without further talking, that was it for the video. See you in the next video, guys, and ciao ciao.